Well, hello everybody. Good to see ya. It's Sunday, and as promised, I'm going to do a video today on limerence and trauma bonding when it comes to narcissistic abuse. Before I get into that, I had told you guys that I'm on a job hunt, and the job that I had wanted fell through, which was awful. Put me in a really depressed state. But I was able to find another job, and it's going to start in a few weeks, and I'm stoked. And yeah, and it's work from home. So that's phenomenal for the winters out here. Having to travel is going to be really difficult in the winter. So, with my book being out, I'll plug it. I'll shamelessly plug it. She Will Cry Out, She Will Sing. It's exclusively on Amazon right now. You can grab your copy. There's a paperback, Kindle, and a hardcover. And it's my story of how I began healing from the moment of breakthrough from lifelong narcissistic abuse. And that's what I've been doing on here, talking about my experiences and what I've learned, and being super vulnerable. So, for those that are reading the book, you're going to very quickly see that I had hung on to someone that I called Adia in the book and was very much in love with her. Adia played with me big time. We had a friendship, and then it turned into more, but it turned out that she is not, now she says she's not a lesbian, and she basically strung me along for years, which was devastating. It was absolutely devastating. The things that she did made me question myself and brought a lot of shame. Her name would pop up in my head, and it would drive me absolutely nuts, because I felt like I was obsessed. But it was... Now, that'll lead us into limerence, okay? I wrote some notes for both limerence and trauma bonding. So, limerence is obsessive infatuation. I thought that this is what I had with Adia. It's not. But I think that being a lifetime survivor, I may be prone to this. A lot of the time with limerence, it's like an obsession with like a celebrity, or which I don't have. But I thought that this is what I had with Adia. It's not. I know that now, but I didn't when this all started, when I started healing. So it can bring intrusive thoughts, like her name popping in my head. I hated that. Now, if Adia pops in my head, I just think to myself, okay, trauma bond, limerence, something along those lines. And then I move on, which is major progress. There's a compulsive desire. It can serve as an emotional regulation for those with CPTSD. It can be confused with love. Now, that strikes a chord, because being a lifetime survivor, your idea of love is skewed, right? You grow up thinking that what you're being given from your family is love. It's not. It's not. It's not until the past few years that I've really understood the difference between what I went through and what real love is. And that kills me to say, because I'm 45 years old, and it took that long for me to figure it out. And limerence can also be used as an escape from feelings of worthlessness. Okay. Trauma bonds. Trauma bonds are incredibly common with narcissistic abuse. It can be obsessive. It's caused by intermittent reinforcement. So, with narcissistic abuse, not every day, not every moment is abuse, right? Otherwise, I think it would be a lot easier for those of us that go through it to just say, forget this and move on. No, there's these moments of good, and that's what keeps us around. And those with NPD know how to use it. Man, they know how to use it. And they know the moments and exactly what to do because they study you. They study you and figure you out very quickly. I have an ex who had NPD or has NPD who, when we were first dating, had asked me, what is it that you want from a relationship? Which seems like a benign question, but it wasn't. It was probing. And once she figured out what it was that I was looking for, man, did she use it. Man, did she use it. That relationship was a trauma bond. 100%. With trauma bond, there's a loss of sense of self and autonomy. Like I said, it's very common in narcissistic personality disorder relationships. There's a tendency to hold on to the good times. There's you tend to believe false promises from a narcissist, and it has to do with an emotional attachment. So why am I talking about limerence and trauma bonds together? Because they kind of go hand in hand. I think you can have a trauma bond without limerence, but I'm not sure if you can have a limerence without a trauma bond. I'm still trying to figure it out. When it comes to Adia in book 1, you're not going to learn about all of the things that she did, and she did horrible things to me, like horrific things to me, and I was too traumatized and too naive, too young to realize what she was doing. You'll learn more about what she did in book 2. But in book 1, you're going to see me just like breaking down, like letting go, learning to let go of her, which was so hard because you have to go through the grief cycle. And in the grief cycle, you've got denial, you've got anger, you've got depression, you've got, bargaining, you've got all these things that you're going through until you get to acceptance. And where I got stuck was at acceptance. And the reason I got stuck at acceptance was because I was never told the truth. She never told me the truth. And it wasn't until 3 years ago that I finally got the truth, and it just broke me. And then I picked myself up and I started to heal. My point is, I'm not there anymore. So if you're reading the book and you're going, man, what, that's what I was going through. I was learning to let go. And do I still have her name pop up in my head every once in a while? Sure. But now, every time it happens, I just go, limerence or trauma bond. And then I let it go, and I keep on with my day. I don't hang on to it like I did. If you have any experience with these two things, with limerence and trauma bonding, let me know in the comments. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure out the subtle differences between both limerence and trauma bonding. Limerence is much less known or talked about than trauma bonding with NPD relationships. So yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a really busy day. I worked really, really hard. yeah, I'm really tired. Um, but I'm very excited for my new job, and um, things are looking up. Things are starting to look up. Thank God. Because this has been, since I moved, it's been kind of up and down. Like things were going really well for a while there, even though it was really scary to do what I did, to go and move across the country and completely cut off all of those with NPD in my family. Um, I've only got two members of my family of origin that I still speak with. Um, Otherwise, I don't mean like second cousins or things like that. I don't know if any of them have NPD. I'm talking about my immediate family of origin. Um, how the vast majority seem to have NPD. Um, Definitely, in my opinion, for sure, with many of them. So, anyway, um, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Things are looking up, and I'm planning on continuing with book three. Um, it's been really hard because that relationship that I was talking about with with the woman that definitely had NPD, she has what I believe to be dark tetrad qualities. Um, which dark tetrad is scary. It's narcissistic personality disorder, sociopathic tendencies, Machiavellianism, paranoia, and sadism. And the maternal figure that I write about in the book, she is, in my opinion, definitely dark tetrad. This woman that I dated, definitely, in my opinion, dark tetrad. Um, so writing about it and confronting it is very difficult. So that's why I've been stuck on book three. Anyway, if you guys have questions, let me know. I hope everybody's doing well. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.